And like, who knows if this will even cut down on these vaguely aggressive comments implying that I'm hiding something or trying to out me or implying that I am an inferior person because of my past. You guys are relentless. Like, it's not Russian bot farm level or anything, but the comments that I get on my not highly viewed and very silly Real Housewife recaps are ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. I want to do some story times eventually, but I'm trying to ease into that. The scripts I'm working on right now are dealing with my totally disgusting gum grafts and my journey so far on Mounjaro. But this got pushed to the top of the queue by those comments, so you're welcome, I guess. The adult industry had two really big losses this week, and when I sat down to check in on my YouTube channel this morning, those comments just kind of hit differently, and I wanted to respond. Not in an inflammatory way. I'm gonna be as sincere as possible. Seeing all of the comments on Twitter and Facebook and mainstream news publications about the ladies that passed away has made me really emotional to see how sex workers are treated in a public arena. And it's made me more determined to live out loud and without shame, you know? So let's get started. Hey you guys, it's Ms. This is my channel, and in this video I'll be addressing my not so secret past in the adult industry, giving an update on my YouTube studio, and talking about the latest step I've taken in my short hair journey. As you can see, I've updated my hair again. I did it earlier this week and I love it. I'm still really enjoying the short hair. We did a tiny trim and then she put a semi-permanent color on the ends to match the roots, and I think she did a fantastic job. I didn't get a video this time because my appointment was really early, like 8 a.m., and there was just no way. I couldn't pull it together. I'm not sure what we're gonna do next. I am kind of wanting to grow it out natural and get it long and healthy. Mel is trying to talk me into going totally platinum, like a Marilyn Monroe platinum. Right now, growing it out natural is really appealing to me, but if my past behavior dictates my future behavior at all, it won't be too long before I do something extreme. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Should I let it grow out as a brunette or should we take it platinum? So let's get into the whole adult industry thing. First things first, it's not a secret that I am or was a pornographer. I've been a sex worker for over 20 years and done all sorts of sex work. Everyone in my life knows that I've worked in the adult industry, and most of the people in my day-to-day life call me Ms., which I did not expect and totally love. So it's something that's front and center in my life and has been for a really long time. A million years ago, when dinosaurs ruled the earth, I started dancing in strip clubs around the South, and then I moved to California and started modeling, and that evolved into fetish and bondage modeling. And then I really went for it full time and started acting in, producing, and directing fetish and bondage films, mostly for other people and occasionally for myself. And I've also worked as a dominatrix, which was its own trip. As for right now, in this moment, I haven't shot a film in years, and my adult content isn't a primary source of income, and it's not a focus of mine. I do have an entire Safe for Work website dedicated to my adult career, and if that interests you, it's mzberlin.net. That's MZBERLIN.net. It's not extensive, and I have not spent a ton of time on it, but it's not a secret, and I'll expand that website as I'm able. Regarding the adult industry, not all of my experiences were good, and not all of my experiences were bad. I have things I regret and things I regret not doing, but overall, I had a positive experience, and I imagine that the ups and downs I experienced were like any other career. I mean, like, maybe my stories are a little more interesting than other careers, but probably not by much. I was never like super popular, and I for sure don't consider myself a porn star. I was very niche, and honestly, although this specific attention is unwanted, in general, I'm incredibly flattered that anyone enjoys my work. I got to experience a very specific time and place working with other incredible artists, and I'd never want to take that back. That being said, I don't go out of my way to mention it on a day-to-day basis to everyone I come into contact with because it's not relevant. I have other projects going on, and why would this YouTube channel be any different? But I do understand that people would be curious about me having worked as a dominatrix or having worked in the adult industry or worked on porn sets, and I'm totally open to talking about those things. I can try to figure out how to do a Q&A or do some story times. I just don't want to make it a focus right now. I really want to be breezy and easy and snarky and hopefully more funny than not. Thank you so much. So I hope that makes sense. Me not addressing that in any of the videos I've made so far has nothing to do with me hiding it or being embarrassed. It's just not relevant to the content that I'm shooting, which happens to be here on YouTube and happens to be focused on recaps and unboxings. And if you're into that content, great. And if you're hate watching me, that's fine too. I especially welcome hate watchers. Please watch every second of every video and judge everything I'm doing. So that's that. I'll continue to block comments that aren't relevant or are abusive. And I'm really looking forward to expanding the content that I'm offering here on this channel, but it will be on my terms. And like, who knows if this will even cut down on these vaguely aggressive comments implying that I'm hiding something or trying to out me or implying that I am an inferior person because of my past. But I just felt compelled to address it. It's always bothered me that it's socially acceptable to harass sex workers in public because of their job. I don't think that anyone should be shamed for their profession. I know that humans get off on feeling superior to others, and it's an easy road to get here because of society's attitude about women, about sexuality, about bodies, and the current debate around the legality and the morality of sex work. I mean, I've been dealing with gross dudes since the dawn of the internet, but it's obviously my preference to be allowed to recap dumb shows and unbox dumb boxes in peace. And it is a want, not a need, but I am putting it out there. And right now, let's be real, I need to get my lighting dialed in. You guys, those last two videos were atrocious. They are atrocious. They're still on my channel. Horrible. I just cannot get the ring light and my phone to be friendly. I have some soft boxes on the way, and I should have a new camera in the next couple months. I've given myself some parameters for this project based around the whole progress, not perfection thing. So I haven't allowed myself to reshoot any of this YouTube content. It's one and done, and it is what it is. Why do I torture myself like this? Who can say? I don't know. I'm gonna get it together though. I have to. I am like so ready for my new lights to get here, and then I'm gonna be looking at a camera. There's some other projects I'd like to tackle in here too, but I have to figure out how to budget things. Money doesn't grow on trees, you know. I have been struggling with my entire studio setup, and it's taking forever for things to get here, and also I am just the laziest. I've ordered a Dreambox 2. If you don't know what that is, you can Google it. It's this crazy crafting home organization thing. I thought it could kind of like anchor my YouTube studio. And then I have a drafting table that's over here that I would really like to set up and have ready to go for crafting and up close projects. I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself since I'm still waiting on the lights to arrive, but as usual, I have a couple wheels in motion. I'm just not the best with spatial projects. My last YouTube channel was focused on being vegan and cycling. And then I also did a yoga focused channel years and years ago. And those were all shot in natural light outside, and they totally had a different vibe. But with this project, I really want to improve my editing, make these videos fun and informative and varied. Like, I want to make it fun for you guys, for the viewer. We will see. And in other news, I reached out to the two people that won my jewelry giveaway, and neither of them got back to me. If you are interested in this jewelry box and you live in the USA or Europe, please comment down below. I'd like this complete jewelry collection and other fun stuff that I'm gonna put in there to go to a loving home. Like, maybe I'll just ship it to the first YouTuber that comments. I just want it out of my hair. I'm really bummed and a little butthurt that the original winners didn't reply to me. I waited for you, Addie Bear's mama. So those are my thoughts this morning. Those are my feelings this morning. watching. Those are my updates this morning as I'm setting up to shoot the next recap of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Thank you so much for watching, and I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. If intermittent disclosure, snarky recaps, and bad lighting are your thing, I hope you have a great rest of your day.